Sophia D Radio Show. I have my homie of 9 years now,
Yeah, it's been about
10
9.
years.
Yeah.
My homie. He's my homie. He ain't your homie. Days on 85.
Hey, what's up?
Yes. Finally on the Sophia D Radio Show. We've been talking about this for a little while, hadn't we?
We have, we have. I'm glad we
Yeah.
do it.
And Days on 85 hit me up and he threatened me and he said, "Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. Oh, let me take that back." He nicely inboxed me and said, "Sis, why ain't on your show?" And I was like, "Well, calm down. We booking for 2021. I mean, you was already on there anyway."
No, I had to send out the threats because I didn't want you to forget about me and not do it. So I'm glad I'm
How
glad
you,
glad it got through.
how you been doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just taking this year one day at a time.
Yeah,
Working, trying to be the best person I can be
yeah,
throughout everything. So yeah, it's been pretty good though.
yeah. So we have a really special, I guess, episodes we're doing for Days on 85. And we are going to talk about your first project you dropped in 2020 called Season 4.
Hmm.
This is the collab with my other brother. Oh, hold up. We got to get this straight because Chemo is a part of this too. Now, Days on 85.
Hmm.
You is not going to get me caught up because, Chemo has a special place in my heart.
Okay, that's my brother.
Okay. Chemo, if you mad that you're not in this interview, you need to talk to Days on 85. Don't you come for me. Because Chemo, you know I love you.
Listen, I listen. I'll take it all as my fault.
We had Chemo on the show, I think in 2019, I think it was, or maybe maybe it was 20, I can't remember. And we had got into it so, but he was like, "I ain't touch you. I ain't touch you. You was in the way."
That's my guy. Shout out to Chemo.
And so I just want to know, how did this collaboration with you and Chemo start? Because I know Chemo, he had mentioned that y'all were working on a project together, but Chemo's so secretive and quiet about stuff. He didn't really give out much information.
Yeah, well, honestly, we met through a bunch of mutual friends,
Mhm.
and we just started, being in the same places, uh, and got cool guy, and I'm a big energy person, so
Yeah.
he has really great energy, and we became real cool. I start going over there like working on music, and then
Mhm.
one day, I invited him over to the spot called the Dojo.
Mhm.
It's just like a studio spot me and my homeboys work out of. Shout out to PJ Donald, Tyler Harrison, and he came over there. And the first song we created was "Call Me," and I was like, "Yo, I think we need to make a project together." And we literally like knocked all the songs out within like 2 3 weeks, and then we started like
Wow.
revamping everything. And he ended up moving to Spartanburg, so we ended up like having to put it on pause, and we went back in and reworked some of the records
Yeah.
to what you hear now. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it was pretty organic. It wasn't like a pre-planned thing. It was just making music, and then we just ended up deciding to put out a project.
Yeah. So in the season 4 project, I just want to know, how did y'all know which artists needed to be featured within the project? Because I think every featured artist just kind of fell in place
Yeah.
within the right song.
Well, I mean, that's a great question. We didn't want it to feel like a compilation album,
Mhm.
but I guess like the songs, like being around so many dope, talented people in the area, it's like I know for myself, I can hear like I'm like, oh, I think this person will sound dope in this little section right here, or like how about let's get this person to do ad libs right here. So, and everybody was around. Like we had a lot of people around during the process. So it was like, yo, how about you hop in there and do this real quick, or and let's call this person. So it was pretty organic. My brother every second, he's
Yeah.
on a few of the records, and he was around during the whole process. So he's like, his voice may be on like every song, but
Yeah.
like it was just like little things. Like Luck is on a few records doing ad libs,
Yeah, he is.
so it's just little small things we just decided to throw people in on.
Yes, I love wordplay. Look, that's my other homie. So I had asked your brother Chemo a while back, can I drop some vocals? And clearly he said no. But the other homie, wordplay, look, he saw the potential that I had.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, when y'all do another collab, I'm gonna see if I can hold my
I'll
vocal.
call you and I'm gonna say, pull
Okay.
up. I need
Thank
vocals.
you. I'll pull up and I'm a me
Yep, what I need
me.
right there. That's
Yes,
what I need right there.
you see the vision,
Yeah,
right? Okay, we'll talk to your boy Emo.
don't worry about it. We'll get you on some more.
Okay. So in your own words, Days on 85, I mean, you are so talented.
Thank you.
What has been your growth to become a better writer and an artist?
I think experience is the best. The best thing. Just going through life. You know, like the stuff I can write now in my 20s, I
Mhm.
couldn't have written when I was 18, 19.
Yeah,
Like I feel like you have to go through things in order to paint these pictures.
yeah,
Um, which I feel like now I am like in the like prime of what I'm doing. Like I feel like I'm just now reaching that point to where I'm like super
sure.
comfortable, like
Yeah.
talking about everything and writing about love and love lost and love found and
Mm-hmm.
whatever the topics may be. I feel super comfortable now because I've experienced a lot in life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes as a younger artist or a younger writer, we try to fabricate things, um,
Yeah.
or we're just writing off of what's projected to us via someone else. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, I want to write something that's based off me so people can be like, when they say they love my records, I want them to be in love with my records that like come from me and the experience, not
That
necessarily me
authenticity
fabricating.
of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk about my favorite song off of season four.
Okay.
Call Me. I have a lot of favorite songs off this album, but I really like Call Me. I was actually imagining like I would be at some coffee shop brewing, with the apron on, like, hi, welcome to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then I would say my own line would be like, I called you. Like that would be the only thing I would say.
The line. Okay. Okay.
I swear, Kibo is probably not feeling that Days on 85.
He might like the idea. We'll see. I'll pitch it to him and see what he thinks about it. I'll pitch it to him.
Okay. So, Call Me is the very first song on the season four album. So, in this song, is it about a previous relationship you had ever been in that maybe didn't work out?
Um, well, the premise of the song is to be so season four. I guess to give it a whole view, season
Yeah.
four is the fourth season of the year, which is this time right now, which is known to the young people as
Yeah.
cuffing season. Uh,
Wait, hold on. What's the age of young people? Hold up.
you know, well, I'm saying like the college students and stuff like that. I think they've deemed this time as cuffing season, so we wanted to give a more grown approach to that and call it season four. Um, so basically, the song is about a previous relationship went sour, and now it's cuffing season has rolled around, and we all want to be around someone at that time, right? We all want to bring someone home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and have a Valentine's and New Year's and all that. So the song is really about a gentleman just like vying for that love back. Like I think you should call me. I've changed and I'm willing to work on what was wrong in our relationship. That's what the song is about. And it sounds beautiful in sequencing as well. So to start the album off that way, we wanted to paint the picture of the beginning of cuffing season, like
Yeah.
October. Like you calling her, you trying to figure out. You might DM her on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and you be like, "Yo, I think you should call me. Like, holla at me. Like I,
Yeah.
I fix whatever the problem was. That's what it's about."
Yeah. Yeah. So in this song, Call Me, you have a line that says, I feel like you have been bothered. I feel like we've been in between. So my question to you, Days on 85, how important is it for couples to have open communication or something like pillow talk?
I feel like communication is the number one thing in relationships. A lack of communication can derail a relationship from going to the next level. Um, Great communication can stop a lot of the nonsense that happens in relationships, like not talking for days and being upset over the smallest things. So yeah, that line was a crucial line because I feel like a lot of times in relationships, it's like we get bothered and we don't express that.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
don't like it's okay to be like, hey, I don't like what you said, or
Mhm.
this made me feel some type of way, or even the words men don't like to say all the time. You hurt my feelings, or stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that saves relationships and saves time too. Like
Mhm.
we don't have all this time in the world, so like let's not
Yes.
waste it being bothered by
Yes.
something in a relationship. Let's not be bothered. Like
Yeah.
let's talk to each other. So yeah.
Listen, you got another line in here. Oh, I was like, okay, days on 85, calm down. Um, you say, don't get caught up in who you think I am because you know exactly who I am. I was like, well, pump the brake.
That line is basically, again, right? Y'all haven't been together in probably a few months or whatever because of the breakup. And it's like sometimes people try to paint a picture of who you are. It might be your friends, it might be just social media, it might be family. And it's like, hey, don't listen to them. Like, you know who I am. Like you know me for real. Like, don't listen to people who don't know me for real. Like, you know me.
But I guess from a woman's perspective, the days on 85, I felt like it was, I know exactly who you are,
Mhm.
but because I know exactly who you are, I actually am falling in love with you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can look at it from that perspective. The whole reason behind the line was just like, hey, don't let anyone talk negatively about me and you believe that, like don't let anyone say, oh, he's just there for one reason, or he don't really love you, girl, whatever
Yeah,
the
yeah,
friends say, because they're trying to protect you, which I understand. But it's like, if you know the person for real,
yeah.
things may look toxic from the outside, but
Mhm.
it may work for you guys.
Oh, you trying to be like a young Keith Sweat. I see you days on 85. Let me,
Oh man, I've never heard that comparison. Which I have to keep sweat.
they weren't crying in this song, but I felt the lyrics though. So days on 85, I'm gonna let you take it away with Call Me off of the season 4 album.
Okay. So this is Call Me. It's out now on all platforms. Um, the only thing I regret is that it's out under the moniker Ramiro Chavez, it's what I used to be called. But okay, I'm doing a horrible job at putting this song out. By the way, this is Call Me by Chemo Ramiro Chavez. Boom.
Yeah.
I think that you should call me. Yeah. I think that we should work it out and fix it, girl. I feel like you've been stalling. And lately I've been all in. I feel like you've been bothered. I feel like we've been in between a laugh and a scream. I feel like you've been down. I see it getting rocky. And if I could save you, girl, I would. Yeah. Don't get caught up in who you think I am, because you know exactly who I am. But it's your choice, and I think you should pick up your phone and talk to me. We gotta run for it, don't walk to me. All I want is you. Girl, all I want is you. All I need is you. All I want is. All I want is. I think that you should call me sometime, or maybe sometime we can FaceTime. Them other girls out my way now. I said that last time, but girl, it takes time, and you know that. Yeah, I'm all yours in this big old facts. Yeah, you're so small, but that thing so fat. Yeah, in your name, I might get that tattoo all over on me. I just needed time, I was focused on me. I hope you understand that. I know we didn't work out, but girl, hopefully we can bring it all back. I wasn't ready at the moment. I know I lost your trust. I made a big mistake and I own it. I only care about all I want is you. Yo, 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 yo. Girl, all I want is you. Yo, 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 yo. All I need is you. Yo, 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 yo. All I ever wanted, all I want is. All I want is. All I want is you. Yo, 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 yo. Girl, all I want is you. Yo, 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 yo. All I need is you. Yo, 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 yo. All I want is. All I want is. I think that you should call me sometime. Call me sometime. Call me. All I want is you.